There are moments in life that feel different, not louder, but quieter. As if the air itself is humming a softer rhythm, as if something unseen is shifting beneath the surface of ordinary days. That quietness. It's not absence, it's invitation. The universe rarely shouts. It whispers, and those who are still enough, honest enough, open enough, begin to hear the subtle codes it leaves behind. Numbers are among its most delicate messengers. Not random digits, not math without meaning, but patterned frequencies, vibrating with intention. If you've ever glanced at a number more than once, on a clock, a receipt, a passing license plate, and felt that curious pull, you already know. Numbers speak. They echo the invisible architecture of change. They appear not to decorate your life, but to redirect. As we step into the charged passage of August 2025, a rare shift unfolds. The new moon is not just a phase in the sky, it is a reset in the energy field, a portal, a silent opening. During this lunar cycle, momentum builds in unusual ways. The invisible begins to move. Paths previously hidden start to shimmer with possibility. It is a time when clarity sharpens, when intentions take root faster, and when even the faintest inner yes can ripple outward into real results. 6 numbers rise now, not as predictions, but as invitations. They are not given to you. They are revealed when you're ready. Each one is a frequency, a signal, a key to something you've long sensed, but perhaps couldn't name. Together they form a pattern, a map, a kind of energetic choreography that wants to lead you not toward superstition, but toward alignment. So before you rush into interpretation, pause. These are not lucky numbers, they are guiding codes. They ask for your focus, your openness, your readiness to respond, because once noticed, they start working. They shift attention, they ignite awareness, they mark the beginning of a different timeline, one where your effort finally meets the momentum it deserves. And so I ask you this: what if the numbers that keep finding you are not random at all? What if they are signals, quiet messages from the deeper rhythm of the universe, inviting you to listen, align and act? The threshold of alignment. Pause here for a moment, not in hesitation, but in presence. Imagine that everything you've lived through, each detour, each quiet ache, each risk taken, without certainty, has shaped the soil beneath your feet. Every moment that didn't make sense then has been quietly weaving this one into existence. The version of you standing here now is not accidental. This is a moment you've earned, a moment that was always meant to find you. This August, new moon doesn't just rise in the sky, it rises in your timeline. It carries the signature of beginnings disguised as silence, of change that comes not through thunder, but through awareness. You are not here by chance, and these next few minutes are not ordinary minutes. This moment is a doorway, and you are the only one who can choose to walk through it. Ahead lie 6 numbers, but don't think of them as numbers. Think of them as vibrations, signals tuned to something beyond logic, codes waiting to resonate with something already alive within you. They do not force, they awaken. They do not command, they reveal. When you hear them, part of you will recognize them, not because they are new, but because they are familiar, as if they've been waiting for your awareness to finally arrive. So before we begin, truly pause. Close your eyes if you wish. Let the world soften around you. Breathe not to fill your lungs, but to quiet the noise. This isn't just another video. This is an invitation. What you're about to hear is more than information. It is an activation, a pulse across the unseen threads of your life, a subtle alignment with the possibilities that have been circling just outside your field of view. And if your heart feels ready, if something in you leans forward, then make that readiness real. Anchor it. Say yes to the energy that is already seeking you. Type in the comments below, not as a task, but as a declaration to the universe: I attract abundance, clarity, and peace. Say it again, Whisper it if you must. Let it echo in your body. Let it rise in your awareness throughout the day, not as a phrase, but as a frequency. Let it become the rhythm of your attention. Let it guide the path ahead. Because now we begin. We begin with a number that does not shout, but whispers. Number 7. Breathe it in. Let it settle into the quiet corners of your awareness. This is not just a number you see on clocks or calendars. It is a pulse, ancient, deliberate, cloaked in quiet magic. It calls not to the surface of things, but to the depth. 7 is the number of the seeker, of the one who looks beyond what is seen. It belongs to those who listen to the spaces between words, who read between the lines of life. When 7 appears, it is an invitation to pause, to reflect, and to remember that real wealth, real direction, is not given to the loud, but to the listening. This number holds a soft but potent current. It moves like intuition in the dark. It's the spark of clarity in the middle of confusion. It carries within it the frequency of inner truth, the kind that doesn't always make sense to others, but feels unshakably right to you. 7 is a reminder that your timing, your path, your knowing is not late. It is unfolding exactly as it should. During rare energetic openings, such as this August new moon, 7 doesn't just glow, it activates. It draws fortune toward those who move in silence and trust. This is the number of unexpected elevation, a sudden message, a long-awaited answer, a decision that shifts everything. To align with it, you don't need rituals made of incense and formality. You need intention. You need stillness. Begin your morning by simply breathing in golden light, repeating the word 7 gently in your thoughts. Let the number become a bridge between your breath and your awareness. Let it rise like a hum within you. Keep it close throughout your day, written on paper in your pocket, or saved as a lock screen, or drawn quietly in your journal, not as superstition, but as a symbol, a reminder that you are tuned to something deeper than circumstance. And when the day ends, before you sleep, close your eyes again, whisper 7 once more, not to ask for anything but to thank. Thank the day for 3 moments, no matter how small, that touched you. A smile, a pause, a lesson. This is how we align. This is how 7 recognizes us. Because when you carry the number with awareness, you become part of its rhythm. You don't chase fortune, you become magnetic to it. So now ask yourself, what message has been trying to reach me in silence, and am I finally ready to listen? Now we arrive at 43, a number that carries the pulse of turning tides and the quiet crackle of a life rearranging itself. It does not ask for permission. It moves like wind through an open door, subtle, undeniable, and wholly transformative. If 7 was the seeker's awakening, 43 is the path that follows. A crossing, a shift, a breath held too long now, ready to be released. There is strength here. 4 is the foundation. It brings structure, protection, and the rooted energy of preparation. 3, its companion, adds motion, the dance of expression, of possibility, of new ideas that rise from the soil, like fresh growth. Together they don't just guide you forward, they build the bridge beneath your feet as you walk. 43 is a number of emergence, of leaving behind and leaning into, of remembering that transition is not chaos, it is creation. When this number appears, it is never random. It comes when the old version of you has served its purpose, and the next chapter stands just beyond the mist. It is not about speed, it is about surrendering to the current of change already moving through your life. What once felt far is now near. What once felt blocked is beginning to open. There is a subtle magic in this moment, under this season's shifting sky and the arrival of the August new moon. 43 begins to glow. Not with noise, but with clarity. It is the energy of unshackling, of releasing timelines that no longer align. It is the sound of chains breaking quietly in the distance and the freedom that follows. To tune into this energy, you need only a moment each morning. Close your eyes, see a golden bridge, stretching from where you stand to where your soul longs to go. See yourself crossing, steady, certain, without rush. Let the image imprint itself into your heart. Keep the number close, written near your financial space, or saved where your eyes will meet it often. And when you see it, whisper, "I welcome transformation." And on the night of the new moon, when the sky is blank and full of possibility, write down 3 wishes, not safe ones, but bold ones. With each, speak the number 43 as if calling a signal out into the universe. Let your voice carry the intention across the bridge. Let the future begin to take shape. Because 43 is not just a number of change. It is the energy of passage. It carries the momentum of cycles ending and futures rising. It reminds us that transformation is not an escape. It is a return, a reassembling of your life in alignment with your becoming. So now pause and ask, what part of me is ready to cross that golden bridge, and will I be brave enough to take the first step? Now the path leads us to 38, a number that does not wait for permission, does not whisper softly, and does not slow down for hesitation. This is not the energy of contemplation, but of propulsion, of fierce momentum, of the quiet thunder building beneath your feet. In the symphony of sacred codes, 38 roars like the heartbeat of the sun itself, warm, electric. 3 appears again, the triad of alignment, a reminder that progress flows best when body, mind, and direction move as one. 8, meanwhile, circles back like a sacred current. Its shape tells the truth, that all power is cyclical, that what you pour into the world returns to you tenfold. 8 is the rhythm of gain, the pull of manifestation, the hum of resources moving in your favor. Together, 38 becomes a lightning strike of potential, directed, focused, and unwilling to stall. If you close your eyes now, you might feel it, the sensation of standing atop a vast peak, air buzzing with energy, the horizon clear and infinite. This is the elevation that 38 offers. It doesn't carry you, it charges you. It doesn't guide you, it ignites you. With 38 in your field, hesitation melts into action. Stagnation becomes motion. Your once distant goals begin to orbit closer with each breath. This is the number that infuses achievement with vitality. It doesn't demand that you already know the path, only that you commit to moving. Each morning, as dawn breaks, visualize golden current rising through your chest. Breathe in, as though inhaling light. Whisper 38 like a quiet invocation of energy, and let it awaken the systems within you that have waited for your permission to rise. Now take your goals, not the ones you think are possible, but the ones that stir your pulse, and write them down, 3 in total. For each, outline 8 micro steps. Actions so simple they are impossible to ignore. Let this be your energetic map, your frequency of success etched into paper and aligned with motion. Because 38 loves direction, not perfection. It honors movement, not mastery. And when the rhythm of August reaches a crescendo on a quiet Friday that feels just a little more electric, speak the number aloud. Let your voice hum with certainty, even if only for yourself. Let 38 echo across the invisible grid of universal energy and find its match within the spiral of time. It will respond, because 38 is not just momentum, it is the moment you stop doubting, the moment the engine starts, the moment your life begins to move, not in spurts, but in smooth, accelerating flow. It's a signal that the only limit now is the one you're ready to dissolve. So ask yourself in stillness, what would I become if I no longer doubted my power and let it surge without resistance? Now, we arrive at one of the most harmonious and commanding frequencies, This number is a mirror doubling the energy of balance, clarity, and alignment. 6 holds the energy of care, responsibility, and the gentle rhythm of living in flow. When it appears twice, as 66, its power multiplies into something rare, a stabilizing current that weaves through your relationships, finances, and inner compass with grace and quiet strength. 66 speaks to the soul's craving for balance, not just in external matters, but within the hidden layers of self. It is a vibration that restores, that brings things back to center, that gently pulls you into a version of your life where things simply work, where effort meets result, where giving meets receiving, where peace and prosperity don't compete, but coexist. To bring this number into your energetic field, begin each morning by whispering 66 aloud. As you visualize a wave of light gently surrounding your body, write the number on a small piece of paper and place it under your pillow each night. Let it become part of your dreamscape, reprogramming your mind with clarity and calm direction. On the new moon, write down 6 things you appreciate about your current life and 6 intentions for where you're headed. Read them under candlelight. Let each word feel like a seed. Because 66 is a number that nurtures what you plant, a number that listens to your quiet hopes and answers with movement. Are you ready to receive the harmony you've been quietly seeking? If you've stayed with me this far, it means you are no longer just watching, you are resonating. You're no longer simply curious, you are aligned. There's a reason you're still here. Something within you recognizes the rhythm beneath the words, the pulse behind the numbers. That reason, you are ready. Because now comes a secret few ever reach, a number more elusive, more charged, and more profound than any we've explored. It is not spoken casually, it is not shared freely. This is the gold number, the vibrational key that only reveals itself to those whose energy has risen to match its frequency. This number does not knock, it waits. It listens for the quiet certainty in your breath, the stillness in your choices, the readiness in your aura. And when it senses you are truly open, not just watching but awakening, it reveals itself like a dawn cresting the horizon. And yet, it will not appear here. Because some energies require space to breathe. The gold number will unfold in the next transmission, and when you hear it, something deep inside you will recognize it as familiar, as if you've always known, as if it was calling to you all along. But even now, feel this, the number is not far. Its frequency is already brushing against your thoughts, already moving through your atmosphere. The fact that you're still here, listening, absorbing, that is no accident. That is a sign. You are closer than you think. So hold this space, stay open, stay aware, because what's coming is not just another number. It is your turning point. So now, take one final grounding breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Notice how the air that fills you is not the same air you breathed when this journey began. Something within you has shifted, an activation has occurred, an alignment has dawned, and the quiet spark of awakening has been lit. Pause for a heartbeat and let everything settle. You are standing on new ground. The numbers you've met: 7's call to listen, 43's promise of passage, 38's surge of momentum, 66 harmony of giving and receiving. Each has stirred a part of your being. Which one echoed most deeply in your heart? Let that resonance guide your next steps. If one number spoke louder than the rest, write it in the comments now. Share the frequency that felt like home. 7, 43. By naming it, you anchor its energy in your life and in our collective field. And as you claim that frequency, remember, subscribing is your vow to stay connected to this unfolding energy. Liking this video is your act of grounding abundance into the world. Sharing this message with someone you care about is your gift of light, multiplying the vibration beyond these screens. This is no longer a game of chance. It is the moment of conscious choice. You are not waiting for luck to find you. You are choosing, here and now, to step onto the path that sings in harmony with your soul. You are the one who claims alignment. You are the architect of your becoming. You are ready